regardless of it favoring the guys at Validate Red, that the Chiefs should be able to just dominate these.
I do agree with you there. I think throwback of all maps, though, is sort of your very TDM-y, very aggressive. Could go a little bit either way, a little bit of give and take here and there. So I think of all the maps for them to possibly get at the start, I think throwback is probably the best chance that Validate Red are going to have to take out this series.
Looking at the Search and Destroys, do you feel that's going to be a close one, Josh?
Like I said, I think the Search and Destroy is really where Validate Red are going to have their challenge. I'm going to stand very red-faced and need to be corrected if Validate Red take the hard point, but I don't think it's going to happen, and therefore I'm putting a lot of stock in their gameplay for the Search and Destroy.
Let's talk about the bigger picture and the Call of Duty World League as a whole. Maybe not so much in regards to Validate Red, but the Chiefs, they're gunning for international exposure right now. We saw them at MLG Atlanta where they performed better than what a lot of people had expected, outdoing Tainted Minds. Unexpected. They want to try and go back overseas. Of course, we do have the Global League coming up. Josh, Chiefs, from what we've seen so far this weekend, one of those teams from APAC that can go the distance.
100%. You know, there's two group play spots for CWL Dallas coming up, which is going to be the last chance to get the points for the Global LAN League. And yeah, 100%. This Chiefs lineup as it exists definitely can be one of the teams to get the group play spots. And I think, although not my favorite to take the spot, they have definitely a very good chance of being the one team to represent Asia, the Asia Pacific region in the Global LAN League.
Do they need a chance, Carl? Is that what they're winning on? Is this kind of like does it need to be a little bit of luck in their favor to get that spot?
I don't know about luck, Curry, but I think they definitely need some pro points.
Let's get into the rig draft. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the series. Can Validate Red go against the grain and take down the dominant Chiefs of the Australian and New Zealand scene? Guys, let's get into this one.
It is going to be one hell of a series. Thank you, Curry. Validate Red versus Chiefs. We went through the series overview just before. Throwback hardpoint is where we're kicking it off. Kyle, I think you and I are aligned on where this one's going to go. We're both backing Chiefs in this one. I think the odds are about 5-1. We'll check out Sportsbet later. But I think Validate Red may still be within reach of a W here. In your eyes as a player, what do you think it's going to take for them to get that? Because right now, I think they're kind of hoping that Eminence's thumbs fall off.
Yeah, Josh. Well, look, honestly, I think in that last series a little bit, they really waited for a lot of errors out of Infamous. And I mean, if Chiefs aren't necessarily making errors, this could be a little bit scary for them.
I think it is indeed scary for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are hyped for this series. This is the championship bracket. We're on the losers' side here at CWL Sydney Open 1, presented by PS4. And with thanks to our amazing supporters, Astro and ViewSonic, there you see Validate Red. All pressure is on them, but they look calm and composed. And you can really tell the difference between a team that has their head in the game and those that have the shakes. And obviously, Kyle, even when you aren't the favorite team going into this series, it is so important to keep your head in the game.
Yeah, completely, Josh. I mean, main stage is a big deal out here for these guys, and all the lights, all the spectators here packing out the room, that's going to really put them into overdrive. And I think they're going to be focused up and ready to get this W.
The hashtag for this event, CWL Sydney. Make sure you're getting trendy on Twitter with it. We're going to be getting this one underway. And don't forget also to use that hashtag CWLPS4, the official hashtag of the Call of Duty World League. This is one of 3 events we'll be seeing in the Asia Pacific region. CWL Sydney Open 2 is coming up in a couple of months. One of these teams are going to be eliminated right here in this series, and that's the event they're going to be looking forward to. But for now, let's kick it off. Game 1 in this best of 5 series. We've got JTEX for Validate Red. The hard point here is going to be intense, and Tyson's kicking us off with first blood and 3 down instantly from the Chiefs.
Hell yes, Josh. That's exactly what Validate Red needed to break out here. They've got an early setup, taking control of both top food and top ticket, and early hardpoint.
Zeppa starts off with 3 in a row with the pre-fire just inside of tickets. I want to keep my eye on him for a second as he looks out towards mid. A few points already on the board, but Kyle, tell us, this hard point at the start of Throwback is always so hard to get the points on, even when you are beaming like Zeppa is right now.
Yeah, it's a really scrappy hard point. There's basically no cover whatsoever. But I think the main thing to take away from this point here is that Chiefs just got flipped. Oh, sorry. Eat my words. I take that back again. It's going to be really important for Dean to pick up this frag, and he does. Cleaning up Setsi. Dean is going to be your man to watch to see if we can get these rotations.
0-4 start, and then a 0-3 for Fate until he just picked up one. Chiefs, maybe as Curry mentioned at the beginning of the series, they might have needed a bit more of a warm-up because they're starting slow at the beginning of this one. 20 and 8 points with Validate Red in the lead as we rotate over to Barn. JTEX trying to hold it down for the squad.
Really great grouping there by Chiefs. They all waited for each other and moved in a tight little squad to clean up Anchor and basically grab hill control.
Eminence, Fate teaming up to hold this one down to get Chiefs on the board a little bit more. Fate here is just going to be floating in the air. A very majestic bird, shall we say, as that Scarab comes in. He's going to be shooting that one down, but Tyson does get the kill on Eminence either way. Fate still dancing around this entrance, and you can see here just trying to stay alive as long as he can, racking up the points. Lakey's going to be in there as well. Eminence coming in from Bales, and Chiefs through this barn hard point have got the lead, but it's about that rotation to over to Bike Path, which we're going to be seeing very, very shortly, and you can see Eminence is going to be already over there.
Yeah, these rotations are coming out late from both teams, but I mean, it's very tight here. I know that this bridge can be a little bit contesty, and I mean, just dying off an old hardpoint sort of does set you up for new, as we've seen here. So I think that may have been a little bit of an unnecessary error from Validate Red.
Thanks to Eminence and then Lakey to get the spawns for the squad of Chiefs. Validate Red, though, are going to be pushing out to see what they can do in return. Zeppa, 9 and 4, a lightning start from the young gun, and he's going to be getting Eminence once again. I tell you what, he's scalping these boys from the Chiefs, and Validate Red, we underestimated them potentially. If things keep going the way they are fighting so well. Setsy's going to be taking down Fate as well, and this is a great start. We've got 2 players from Validate Red on 2 kill streaks. Chiefs desperately trying to get some more kills on the board.
Yeah, really impressed with Zeppa. He's 11 and 5, playing cover really tightly. Nice little bit of pre-spray. I like that. He's just sort of baiting the other team out, and that was really smooth moves from him.
This is going to be a very, very close match here. I'm sure of it. Now, we thought it was going to be one-sided, but here we're seeing 65-63. And there we go. Chiefs, once again, are about to take the lead. Fate here's doing what he can. He had a slow start, currently sitting at 6 and 7. And Eminence, I think he had 0 and 4. He's now 10 and 9 on a 3-kill streak.
Yeah, looking at Fate, he's just sort of playing cover pretty nicely here, just waiting to see where Validate Red is pushing from. Smooth moves from him, but he does get taken out, unfortunately, and it's going to be on to just JTEX here. Hopefully to pick up a little bit of late hill control, and they have managed to nail that down. JTEX sort of backing up. He's about to run into the entire team of Chiefs. Going to see what he can do right here, right now.
81-74 and climbing for the Validate Red squad. 85 and still going, and JTEX is going to get another one before being dropped. Zeppa over double positive. 15 and 8 right there as he was just taken down. Eminence is into the positive after a slow start. Validate Red about to hit 100 as Eminence challenges, gets control at the last second. Eminence moved towards that old hard point with only a few seconds left, but he obviously couldn't go for the rotation until he had the support of his team. He does now, so moves into tickets. He's going to be mowing one in half, goes for the other. JTEX too quick on that trigger. Also going very, very well. 11 and 7, and Kyle, look, let's call a spade a spade. I think we were completely wrong in the prediction here. I thought Chiefs were going to be coming out really, really strong, but it seems anything but as Validate Red are dominating at least in the first half of this hardpoint.
Well, the consensus from the boys outside that had watched the previous game basically said that someone from Validate Red absolutely has to go off, and we've seen that. Zeppa's playing like a total boss.
Zeppa is just going nuts. We put all the pressure on JTEX and Setsi, but it's all the Zeppa show right here, and I tell you what, I'm a fan. Fate from the Chiefs. He's going to be taken down as we go over to his teammate Lakey, but Dean's the one getting the 2 pieces over at Lemon. I tell you what, Validate are feeling sour after that one. Dean pushing out with the even KD. New hard point over at Barn. Dean was trying to clear out the Validate Red players working for spawns, but Chiefs have control.
Yeah, looks like Chiefs opted for a little bit of a 2-2 split, sending 2 into the barn and 2 at the back to win Anchor, but I don't think Dean really got any proper trades, and they weren't able to take basically those spawn controls that they really, really need to hold this barn effectively.
Tyson's going to be holding Bales, trying to get the player inside of food, and he does shut that one down. His teammate Zeppa's being challenged. He's going to be shocked, so he moves back in to utilize that nade. Another player coming in from the side entry. He's going to be mowed down. Eminence getting 2 pieces, followed by a 2-piece out of JTEX himself. He's on 18 kills, going for more as well as Zephyr picks up another one. This guy is an animal. I'm not sure what he is. Probably a badger because they're hard to take down.
Yeah, Josh. Basically, from that hard point right there, Chiefs just are not in any position to get enough points to basically get back in the game. So I'd like to see a nice early rotation from Validate Red. Is a little bit slow. I think Chiefs have sort of got the edge here. They're a little bit more grouped and they have a little bit more map control. So I think this should be, Validate Red going to probably take early control here.
I'd like to see both teams get their rotations out a little bit earlier. I know they're both fighting for scrap points because it is relatively close, but you know, you need to get that rotation locked down and you need to really get a lot of points off bike path. It is one of the hard points that you can, surprisingly, considering how open it is from a few angles, Kyle, you can get a lot of points here.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of the North American casters talk about how it can be a little bit sort of like the Trax hard point from basically Fringe on Black Ops 3, where you both sort of push out either end at Lemon and Bowling, and you can sort of force the other team to spawn out awkwardly and have to funnel through mid, which isn't the greatest ground.
You can see here, utilized perfectly by Validate Red, and it is Setsi who's still mowing players right here. 4-kill streak. We haven't seen many score streaks come out yet, Kyle. Perhaps Setsi's working towards those.
Yeah, he's really close. He's only 150 off here, so it looks like he's going to bounce around, hopefully be able to contest this last player at the back. I think that is... Who is that? That's Tyson. It's going to be pretty important for him to pick up these kills.
There's going to be a player just to his left, spots him, and you can see he's going to be wisely backing up, working towards those streaks, turns and burns, gets a kill, and just taken down. It was actually thanks to that trophy system he stayed alive as long as he did. Zephyr, only one left alive, and he was a little too confident. He moved on for that kill before it was complete, and while wounded, he ripped out the pistol and then just shot him down. Wasn't literally pistol, but he was definitely wounded as he tried to fight back from that one. He was mowed down. Lakey here, he does have that FTL jump. Expect that to come out later. And we are going to be seeing a camo from Eminence as well. Validate Red still in the lead. 193 to the 137 of Chiefs. It's about a minute difference, and I did not see this one coming, and I feel my face turning very red right now. We could even say it's almost Validate Red.
Yeah, Josh, Validate Red did a really, really nice pinch. One player sort of really passively threw blue, while the rest of his teammates sort of baited the guys out on hill of Chiefs, and basically just screwed them over. And Chiefs really not rotating to blue early enough. They just sort of opted to push middle. It sort of worked, but it didn't get them enough points to catch up in this game.
Eminence working out from Lemon. He's going to be going into court, and now obviously with this mid-hard point, he's going to be backing up the team as best he can. Spots one, then another, but he was going to be shut down. That's Zephyr picking up a kill, makes it 2 as well, tries to go for 3. He's going to be dropped. That was Dean, who's having a great game himself as well. Let's talk about Fate, Kyle. I said it yesterday that Fate is one of the most inconsistent players I think I've seen on a professional level. This guy, he's either going beast mode with 40 kills or he's dropping 10 and 21.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough. Let's try and stick through him for a respawn and see what's going on. He seems to be getting a lot of tags, but not quite finishing frags. Late off the respawn here. It's going to be rotating up around. I like that his decision making here is to basically pinch out and look for sort of like a cross push onto the hard point. Now his teammates are sort of nowhere to be seen, but he does pick up a clean 2-piece here. Yeah, he's just out of position without any teammate support. But I mean, he's doing the right thing. It was the last sort of tail end of that hard point there.
JTEX and Zephyr are the combo to look for on Validate Red. Backing up from that nade there, he does have the support of his teammate. That's Zephyr going in, firing, gets one offline, gets the assist. That's JTEX getting the kill. Fate returns fire, but the team are just trading out the kills, and Zephyr gets another one. He is firing beasts at the moment, and you can see he's going to be working on that, taking down a Centurion as well. Shots out. The players from Chiefs trying to work around the outside. Lakey looking for an angle to get in there. The time is running out as Validate are about to hit 2:30 if they do not stop it, and there it is. 20 seconds left to go. Lakey's going in. No kills there on the board for Chiefs yet, and they're still not going to as Setsi's going huge. 3-kill streak for Zephyr, 4, make it 5 for Setsi. He's working into streaks, 10 seconds left. They can lock it down here on Barn. Brilliant. 3 lots of trophy defense there. This is such an outstanding game, and it's going to be over here on Barn. Setsi, Zephyr teaming up, both finishing on 5-kill streaks. I did not see that one coming. What a shock. As I said, very, very happy to stand corrected. Validate Red needed to come out with a strong game, and as we move into an S&D, this is huge.